Miss Smith's Incredible Storybook by Michael Garland. Welcome to Storytime with Miss Suzanne. Let's start a reading adventure together. Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me today as we read Miss Smith's Incredible Storybook by Michael Garland. And Michael wrote this book to the teachers of St. Clair's School. I really don't know where that school is. It was the first day of school. Zach was waiting for his teacher to arrive. Boring, boring, he thought. Why would this year be any different from the last one? Then the door swung open. Good morning, class. My name is Miss Smith, and I am your new teacher. Oh, she looks nice. Oh, she got a smile on her face. She's carrying a very big book. Miss Smith seemed very different from Zach's other teachers. But the day went along like every school day Zach could remember until Miss Smith said, "It's story time." When she sat at her desk and started to read from the book she had brought with her, Zach couldn't believe his eyes. The storybook characters came to life, like really came to life. The classroom was swept up in a swashbuckling pirate tale. That's a fun word to say, swashbuckling. Zach and the rest of the class were right in the middle of the story. Look, they're on a boat. Oh my gosh. He could feel the breeze in his hair and hear the waves pounding on the side of the ship. It's not a boat, it's a ship. Miss Suzanne apologizes. It's a ship. Oh, I don't know if I'd like to be on a ship with pirates. From then on, Zach couldn't wait to go to school. Every day there was a new story to look forward to. I love stories too. When Miss Smith finished reading, all the characters and adventure whooshed back into her book. And then it's all done for the day. On Friday, Principal Rittenrotten stood in front of the class instead of Miss Smith. Miss Smith is stuck in traffic, so she's asked me to read to you until she arrives, he announced. Zach wondered what would happen next. Principal Rittenrotten started to read. Zach grinned when a princess leapt out of the book, followed closely by a fire-breathing dragon and a brave knight on his horse. Oh, look at the principal's face. That is such a shocked face. Principal Rittenrotten was so surprised that all he could do was scream, throw the book up in fright. I'm going for help, he called over his shoulders as he ran out the door. What? He left all the students with a fire-breathing dragon? That's not a very good idea, Mr. Principal Rittenrotten. Before Zach could think of anything to do, Suzanne pounced on the storybook. But she didn't finish the dragon story. She started reading another one instead. The Princess, the Dragon, and the Knight did not return to the book. There they are, I see them. But the three bears and Goldilocks climbed out. Oh, no. That's interesting. Freddie, the class clown, jumped out of his seat and tried to yank the book away. When Suzanne let go, he tumbled backward and the book flew across the room. The whole class laughed. Billy caught the book. There's Billy. He caught the book. And he started reading from a new story. Oh, because the book fell. They lost their spot. Jack shook his head in amazement when the Mad Hatter, the Cheshire Cat, and Alice popped out to join the others. Oh no, they have a dragon, a mermaid, a knight, three bears, Goldilocks, and now they have the Mad Hatter. Oh my goodness, it's getting very full in this classroom. Oh boy. As the book was passed from kid to kid, one character after another flew out of the pages. The classroom was getting very crowded. That means there's not enough space left. This is trouble, Zach said to himself. The chaos, all the noise, all the people was beginning to spill out into the halls. Uh-oh, that is not a good idea. Why don't you finish the story, Zach pleaded. But no one was listening. Maybe they couldn't hear him because of all the characters. Look, I see pigs. I see an egg. Oh my god. Now there's the pirates are back. Oh, I think I see Robin Hood. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, and I think is that a yeah. That's the guy from Wizard of Oz too. Oh my goodness. Miss Smith brought her car to a screeching stop in front of the school. Uh-oh, there seems to be a little problem, she said to herself as she raced inside. Why do you think she thinks there's a problem, hey? You don't think it's because Little Bo Peep is there and there's a guy with a pumpkin for a head, there's pigs hanging out the window, there's now a pirate flag on top of the school. I hope Humpty doesn't fall off the school. That's an awfully long jump. Oh my gosh, there's even a witch. Miss Smith, run faster. Meanwhile, Zach was shouting, we have to finish the story so the characters will go back in the book. But the storybook characters didn't want to go back. A tug of war began. Oh, look, all the kids are on one side, but the storybook characters are on the other. They're having way too much fun being out here instead of stuck in their stories. Miss Smith appeared in the doorway. Dun, dun, dun. With one look, she let everyone know she meant business. Even the dragon was suddenly silent. Oh boy, she's got quite the look. Zach handed the book back to Miss Smith. She ruffled through the pages, adjusted her glasses, and started to read. The class sat spellbound. That means they didn't move as she finished each story in turn. With a swirl and a whoosh, one character after another disappeared into the book until the classroom was quiet and tidy again because there was nobody else there. Principal Rittenrotten and a team of firefighters skidded to a halt at the door just as Mrs. Smith closed her book. May I help you, Principal Rittenrotten? Miss Smith asked. But the principal couldn't seem to answer. He just stared at the quiet class with his mouth wide open. Miss Smith flashed a secret smile to her class. Zach smiled right back. Who would have ever guessed that reading could be so much fun? I could have guessed it. Miss Suzanne loves her story time. Uh-oh. Look who's hiding behind. I see a bear. Thank you, my friends, for joining me today for Miss Smith's Incredible Storybook. I love this storybook because when I read, I feel like the characters come alive too. And I hope they do for you too. Please subscribe and then you'll get my video for next week. Have a great day, my friends. Bye-bye.